Do I like this hair up, hair down? Whatever. Let's do. Ooh, the sun is beating. What's up, YouTubers? It's your boy Meech Justice, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Mondays with Meech. Yes, we're about to get into everything that's happened within the last week. So that means Insecure's latest episode. Whew, I hope y'all are going to stay tuned because I have a lot to say about that, as well as everything Bravo. So that's, Housewives, Married to Medicine LA, as well as entertainment news. I'm going to talk about this new music that's out right now, as well as some other shows and things that I've been paying attention to. So, y'all, it's Mondays with Meech. Let's get into it. Are y'all ready? Because I've been ready. And y'all see how the sun is hitting me? Ooh, yes. It's not sweat, it's glow. It's glow. So just, come on, y'all. Buckle your seatbelts. It's another Monday with Meech. All right, y'all. Let's start off with Insecure. It is season 4, episode 4. And I kind of just want to talk about Molly and Issa's relationship. Are y'all starting to see this basically unravel? We know how it started off with Issa and Molly basically saying they're not friends anymore, how they don't F with each other no more. But now we're starting to see how the relationship is deteriorating. And I even saw the first glimpse, when they were fighting over the parking spot. I'm like, are y'all really gonna do this? And y'all friends? This is too much. Even though it's a production, it's y'all are friends. In a real situation where me and my friend were fighting over a parking spot, best believe, I'm like, you know what? I'm always give it to my friend. I'm like, look, if this blessing's for you, then I know there's another one for me. Period. That's the way I am. But getting back to Issa, Molly is really just frustrating me. We know about these wigs. We can talk to hair and makeup about that. But other than that, how are you guys feeling about Molly and Issa? Because I just feel like it's kind of the beginning of something very worse to come. So let's speak on it. We all have close friend groups that are, friends with one another. And sometimes we just vent to our friends. So when I saw that playing out last night, how Molly was speaking to Amanda Seal's character and Issa was speaking to Kelly, I was just like, ugh. This is a depiction of us in real life because it's we don't want to hurt our friends' feelings, but we also need to have security in our other friends. Have you heard anything? If you did, you would tell me, right? So I think the writing on the show is amazing. I appreciate Issa for what she's doing, as well as Lawrence come back into the picture. I'm not really sure what's going on, but I just like seeing him on screen. But as well as just that, I truly appreciate the relationship they have for each other and the respect and love. So I can't wait to see how that plays out. Let me know what you guys think. Are y'all gonna be tuning into the next episode? What do y'all think is gonna happen between Molly and Issa? What's gonna be the big blow up? What do you think's gonna happen with her and Lawrence? There's so much going on. I would be remiss if I didn't mention my favorite part of the episode last night was when Issa rapped to herself in the mirror. We've been waiting for that. So thank you, Issa, for bringing that back. And as well as, to attest to Molly and Issa's relationship falling through. Do you remember the part where Molly basically chose Andrew over Issa? I was like, dang, that's really telling. Just because that's what we're going to have to do as adults. Sometimes we're going to have to choose our significant others over our friends. So, y'all, I really want your opinions. Let me know what y'all are thinking and saying about, not only about Insecure, but what's going on in your own relationships. Do you see a reflection of yourself in this show? Because I know I do. And I'm single. But it still speaks to, the friendships I have, things that I've seen and witnessed in my lifetime. So I want to know, are y'all just as insecure as Issa is? Okay, moving on. Also last night, one of my other favorite series, Married to Medicine LA, came back. Yes, thank you, Bravo, for giving us some type of tea, since you did push back, Real Housewives of Potomac, but we're not going to talk about it. We're going to talk about how positive and how great this Married to Medicine of season 2 of LA is going to be. I'm just so excited because we got 2 new doctors, 2 new cast members, 1 doctor and 1 wife. And we got introduced to the new doctor last night. And what's her name? Dr. Kendra. How are we feeling about her? She's the one married to an Asian. I'm going to hold my tongue to form an opinion on her. But I did watch last night and I love the show. But girl, I'm going to come back to you. But I want to know, where's Asha and Noel? Is no one going to talk about it? That's just me. I'm very appreciative to see that we got 4 of our original cast members back. We got Amani, we got Shanique, we got Jasmine, and we got my favorite, Dr. Bryn. who is best friends with Dr. Contessa from Atlanta. And speaking of Atlanta, Atlanta came, to LA just to bring in the first episode for season 2, which I think is a great way for production to pivot from one series to another. It's like, oh, if you love the original so much, boom, here's our next, So I love the connection that they have created between the two shows, between Atlanta and LA. I think that's smart. I think it's creative. I think it also just gets viewership more in tune with the relationships of the show. So I love the relationship that Dr. Contessa and Britton have. So I just can't wait to see what the rest of the season is going to give us. Season 1 looks exciting. I mean, season 2, sorry. Season 2 looks very exciting. Are you guys excited? Okay, since we're already on Bravo, we have to talk about how there is no Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion yet. They have us waiting until next week, which I am more than willing to come and report to you guys about. Like, I might have to do an episode on that alone, but still, we're waiting. We saw a little clip, and we know there's going to be a lot of shade thrown and some tea given, okay? So, anyways, but other Real Housewives that are on is New York and Beverly Hills, and I'm watching both because I love Bravo. So I am a fan of Beverly Hills Housewives, especially now they have Garcelle, because I love that girl, because every time she pops onto the scene, or on the screen actually, she just gives me so much joy and light and laughter. She brings a different sense to the show that they really needed. So I know I keep saying that a lot, but we can talk about the specifics of this past week's episode. And it just brought me, like Teddy and Sutton. We're going to talk about her. And Lisa had an awkward sit down in the beginning of the episode. And then it moves on to like some fashion fight that they have later, because Sutton gives out these handbags and as a gift from her fashion show, and everyone wears it basically to Kyle's welcome home party. And I'm like, are we really gonna have another fashion fight? Ladies, what else? There's so much other stuff going on in the world, but it doesn't matter, because Garcelle came in there slaying. When I tell you she had the best outfit, and I was like, yes girl, that's how you do it. You come late and you come best dressed, period. Ew. I just want to know, do you guys know the difference between like ready to wear and couture outfits? Because that is something that Sutton is really big on. And Sutton, I guess, is a new girl they're trying to bring us on this season, but she doesn't have a diamond yet like Garcelle does. Garcelle obviously brings a lot more to the table, but Sutton, I feel like they're trying to force her on us, and I'm personally not feeling Sutton. Something about her energy, her spirit, it's very pretentious, and I'm not the one to be judgmental, but it's more so, it's just like, I'm not like the way she's reading across to viewers. It's like, girl, stop acting, or stop trying to act so holier than thou. Girl, just come off your high horse. Just, yes, you're in Beverly Hills, but girl, you're a human at the end of the day, okay? So let's just stop. Because girl, look, that's why I really be in my room. I be shading these people. I be like, if Sutton talked to me the way she talked to them, I would be coming at them real crazy. That's why it's like, look, you put me on a reality show, my tongue can't help itself. So in my opinion, I feel like Sutton's kind of rude. The way she tried to read Teddy at the table at Kyle's dinner, I'm obviously speechless, and I'm rarely speechless, but Sutton just does something to my spirit, and I'm just like, girl, go. Literally. And then the dinner moved on to some more weirder when Denise's husband, Aaron, started speaking about fusion energy and stuff. And Lisa basically said, I don't know what he's talking about, but it don't sound right. And I'm the type of person, when a whole bunch of smart talk is happening, I basically tune it out, because I'm just like, you can use as many big words you want, because in my life it's like, you're saying so much, but what are you really saying? That's where I am. So I really loved how the episode ended with Kyle and Dorit basically being drunk on Fireball. I'm like, yes, girls, have fun, turn up, and be real. Like, just live your life. At the end of the day, that's all we can do, especially in this COVID season. So let me know, are you guys watching Beverly Hills? Sticking to Housewives, New York came on as well. I watch. Let me just state it. Now that Bethany's gone, Dorinda is probably my favorite New York housewife, just because something about her authenticity I truly love. And this episode, I feel like, wasn't that much. It was a lot about Tinsley and being the it girl. So she did a runway show, and she basically was back in her limelight, as well as we saw what a mess my favorite, Sonya's fashion line was. They're in Fashion Week, and I'm just like, ooh, the tragedy. But my favorite comment, listen here, is when Dorinda shaded Tinsley and said, this is right up Tinsley's alley with her little Disney fashion show. She said everything is make-believe in Tinsley's world. I'm like, yes, Narita, you better read in your confessional. Yes, this is what we live for. But that's pretty much it. So lastly on, like, I got my little notes, you know, I'm trying to be professional, y'all. I wrote a script. Lastly on Bravo, we have Shaws of Sunset. They had their season finale. And yeah, pretty much it. Like, I really don't know. I guess I need a reunion to see if there are going to be some answers to the questions that we may have as the audience. But it's like, do we also care? So Shaws of Sunset is kind of questionable right now because I did truly love it, but now I just feel like it's I feel like it, never mind, I'm not going to say that. So we're going to just move on to HBO. They have 2 new series that I checked out, Better and We're Here. I need to check both of them out because they're both supporting LGBTQ. And I feel like We're Here is kind of like Netflix's Queer Eye, but they just do it for drag queens. So I really appreciate the content that HBO is putting out, the diversity. I love it. Thank you. All right, lastly for our shows, I have to talk about Miss Shonda Rhimes because, you know, we got to get into How to Get Away with Murder. It's coming to a close, and we took a little break. We didn't see an episode last week, but this week she came back, and when I tell you she gave us a plot twist, like, I was like, oh, this is something we definitely needed, a little shake up, and I am so excited to see how the show goes. Are you guys watching How to Get Away with Murder? Like, Viola Davis, hello. Cicely Tyson, hello. Like, am I the only one that's I was gonna say fangirling, but yeah, am I the only one? So there was so much going on with How to Get Away with Murder. Like, literally, Gabriel's mom is back. And, you know, that's always a question when she's on the scene. But she basically raises this issue of incest between Sam and Hannah. Sam is, you know, Annalise's husband, well, deceased husband, and Hannah is Sam's sister. And basically, that's what this episode is really about. We dive into Sam's past. It's all about Sam, for real, for real. And we basically realize that Sam wasn't the bad guy because he has trauma of abuse himself. And we come to find out that Hannah might have been abusing Sam. And the plot twist, Frank is Sam's son. And Hannah is the mother. Y'all, who would have seen this coming? That incest would have produced Frank, who's in the house being a monster, killing everybody. What do y'all think? So Mondays with Meech is basically like your favorite entertainment show where it's like, I'm going to give you all the latest news, gossip, all the stuff that I can find. And I do want to take a moment of silence for Miss Ashley Ross, a.k.a. Miss Minnie from Little Women of Atlanta. She did pass away in a car accident. So it's very sad to see her life be taken away from us. But I definitely wanted to mention her, honorable mention. So I'm praying for her mom and the rest of her family and close ones, everyone who loves her. So this moment of sincerity I send out to them just because it's so important to have support. So I do send my sincerest and deepest condolences to the entire Ross family, and I pray that they're okay and they get through this. Now, y'all, we have to get into all this new music that we got. Hello, Beyonce, Megan Thee Stallion, Savage remix, everything. I love it. I love how they reproduce the entire song. Well, like, it's the same beat, but all the lyrics are different. It's basically a whole new song. So I appreciate them. As well as Doja Cat and Nicki Minaj put out a Say So remix where Nicki jumped on the beat and she dropped some fire. But my question for you guys is, like, were Nicki and Beyonce talking to each other? Some could infer that because Beyonce was making comments about fake booties and Nicki was making comments about fake faces and real booties. So who's to know if they're coming at each other? But, you know, it's a world of fakeness and a world full of authentic people. So it's just like people could just misconstrue it, but I want to know. But also, Drake dropped a new album. Malia dropped a new album. Ricky Dillard dropped a new album. JoJo dropped a new album. There's so much new music, y'all. Y'all have to get into it if you aren't listening. All right, y'all, that's pretty much it for Mondays with Meech. I thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hit that little blue bell in the corner if you haven't already. And just stay tuned for, you know, the latest and the greatest with your boy, because I appreciate you for watching. And I love doing this because I love y'all. Okay? So I appreciate you all. Until next time, peace out. Get outside. Get some sun.